What's up, you guys? Hope you're all doing good and welcome to our Dream Dot channel once again. For those who are visiting our channel for the first time, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Jagdish, a software developer with around 10 years of experience. In our channel, we have been trying to cover the basics of Java programming. So if you're interested in learning Java from the fundamentals, don't forget to check out our channel. Today in this video, we're going to talk specifically about reference data types in Java. Previously in our videos, we have covered about the primitive data types which are available in Java, like the integer, character, long, double, float, boolean, and other stuffs. If you missed it, you can check it out anytime. Today in this video, we are going to talk about a special kind of data types that are available in Java called as the reference data types. And a string is one of the most important reference data type which is available in Java, and it is one of the most commonly used and it is one of the most powerful data type that is available in Java. There are two ways by which you can create a string in Java. So to demonstrate that, let's directly create a demonstration class. Let the name of the class be hello strings. Don't forget to check in public static void main. As I told earlier, there are two ways by which you can create a string in Java. So one is directly by making use of the string literal. The keyword is the string, which starts with the uppercase S, and we need to assign a variable name, and you can assign any value to this variable name. Let's try to make this as Java is easy. So this is one way of creating a string in Java. There is also other way of creating a string by making use of the new keyword. String is itself in an object, so you need to create an object using the new keyword and you can access that particular string. Since it is an object, it also provides some additional functions and capabilities. Using that particular object, you can use all those capabilities which are given by Java. So what is the other way of creating the string? So you can create it by making use of string name1 equals, by making use of the new keyword, you can create that particular string. This is just like how you create an object in Java. So here you can make it as Java is very easy. So these are the two ways by which you can create strings in Java. Now if you try to print in both of the strings that we have created, it is going to fetch the same result. In the sense, even if I print name, or if I try to print in the name one which has been created using the new keyword, the output is going to be the value that is assigned on the right hand side. Now let us try to run this particular program. If I run this, the output is Java is very easy and Java is easy. So Java is easy is the string that has been created making use of the string literal, and Java is very easy is the string that has been created by making use of the new keyword. So this is a basics of string. This is how we have to create a string in Java. Also, even if you don't use the new keyword, so compiler in itself will put a new keyword for this particular thing and it will create the string for you. So this is the most common way how we create a string in Java. We don't use new keywords often, so we just make use of the string literal, but there is some internal difference in the meaning of using the new keyword and without using the new keyword, and I will cover that in a special video or in a separate video. So for now, let's take this as the common way of creating a string in Java. And since string is itself an object, so there are various additional methods which is provided by the string. For instance, if I try to open the string class that is given by Java, that is, it will be inside the Java lang package. There are various methods which are provided by the string which we can make use of to solve the real-time problems. So let us check some of the basic functions that has been given by, or some of the functions which are most commonly used for performing the string operations which are available in Java. So I have documented few of the methods, most commonly used methods. So let us try to check each and every method in detail. So there are ample amount of methods given by Java for particular string, but I have taken some of the most commonly used string methods. There are, like, if you go and inspect the string class, you will get to know what are the other methods which are available. So to start with, let's check what is the char@ method which is provided for string. So let's open our particular class hello strings. Okay. So here we have two strings, name, and name is very easy. So let me try to take the name alone. So if I take this particular method string, so let's try to print this particular thing. Okay. So I'm going to make use of the char@ method. So the caret output is going to be like that particular string dot char. So caret, so you need to pass in the index. So if you pass in the particular index, this particular method will return what is the character at that particular index. For instance, let me pass in the index as 3 and let's try to check what is going to be the outcome of this particular program. So run as a Java application, proceed, and the outcome is char at my particular position 3 is A. So 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3 is a Java. Always the index starts with 0. So at 0 it is J, at 1 it is A, and at 2 it is B, and at 3 it is A. So that is A has got printed. So the character at index 3 is A, which has got printed. And similarly, there is few other methods. Let's try to check few other methods. So here, let me try to explain you about one other method called as the equals method, which is available in Java. So all these methods are self-explanatory. Maybe you can just create a sample program and you can just try to experiment with all these methods. So just for pushing you up in for the basics of the string, I'm trying to explain you few of the functions which is most commonly used. You can go and experiment it out with various possibilities that you have. The same string I'm taking and I'm using a method called as the equals method, which is provided by the string. So this equals method will try to compare this particular string with whatever you give inside this particular thing. For example, here I'm trying to compare it with Java is easy, and let me try to print this particular output. So what is going to be the output? It is returning it as false. Why? Because the name string has Java is easy in lowercase, but whereas the string that I am comparing with contains easy in the uppercase, so it says that the string does not match. Okay, what we have to do if we need to compare the strings irrespective of the case? So there is one other method which is given by Java called as the equals ignore case, where it ignores the case. So equals ignore case. So there, so name dot that string dot equals ignore case is a method. So where whatever may be the string that you supply, it will ignore the particular case and it will try to compare. So as per our understanding, so this should return as true because it has ignored the case of the easy and it has given the output. And there is some other method called as the starts with method and the ends with method. So this will say like whatever the character or the string that you supply over here, it will compare that particular prefix with your string and it will say whether it has actually started with that particular string or not. To explain it briefly, let's try to create one other SysO and let's see the working of that particular method. So we are going to make use of the method called as the starts with method. So what is going to be the outcome of this particular thing? So my string dot starts with, actually my string starts with the Java. So maybe you can if you give starts with, it takes string as the prefix. So suppose if I give the string as Java and let's try to print this particular program and it will say starts with true because it is starting with Java. Suppose if I give something like Java1 and if you run this particular program, it will say it has false because it is not starting with Java. It is a simple function which is used to compare your string with something that you give and it will say whether it suffixes this particular thing or not. Similarly, if you want to check its prefixes this or not. Similarly, you have one other method called as the ends with method, which will compare this particular string with the suffix of your particular string. So that method is called as the ends with method. And one other important method called as the substring method. So substring method is the method which will try to split your string based on the character that you supply. For instance, if my SysO, there is one method called as the substring method. So here name my string dot substring of the index. So let's try to give the substring as 4 and let's try to run this particular program. and the substring is easy. Substring is easy. So from 4 it will try to split your string and it will just print it. So name dot substring, my string dot substring of 4. So from the index 4 it will move. It is 0, 1, 2, 3. So from this index 4 it will move all these things to a separate string and that becomes the substring. Similarly, there is one other method called as the concat method, which is used for concatenating two strings. For example, concat, and there I can try to club this particular name with any other string. Concat with any other string. Java is very easy. Yes, it is. It's a string that needs to be concatenated with this particular thing. Run as Java application, and here Java is easy. Yes, it is. Java is easy. Yes, it is. So the main string has got concatenated with this particular thing and it has got printed. And similarly, you have the replace method. So this replace method is for if you want to replace one particular character with the other character, maybe you can make use of the replace method. For instance, so replace method, so name dot replace. So you can give one character and you can replace that character with the other character. So I'm going to give space as the character and I'm going to replace that space with plus. And let's try to run this particular program. And so I have replaced Java is easy with space. So each space has been replaced by the plus operator. So these are some of the basic methods. Along with that, you also have the contains operator, to uppercase, to lowercase, split operator, trim operator, and if you need to find the length of your string, you can make use of the length function. To reiterate what we have seen in this video, we have seen about the reference data types which is available in Java, and string is one of the reference data type. There are two ways by which you can create a string, by making use of the string literal or by making use of the new keyword. And there are various inbuilt functions which is provided by the string, which helps us to perform various kinds of operations, and we have seen some of the basic and the most common functions that have been used, like the caret function, which helps to find what is the character at a specific index, compare two strings by making use of the equals or the equal ignore case method, change the case of the string by making use of the to uppercase and to lowercase method, and you can check whether your string starts with a specific string or ends with a specific string, like checking the prefix and suffix of a string. And you can split your string by making use of the split method or by making use of the substring, or you can compare the strings or concatenate two strings making use of the concat method. Concatenate is nothing but combining two strings, or you can even replace a particular character in your string with altogether a new character. So hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions related to string, you can comment it out in the comment section. We will reply you out or we'll create a video out of it. In the next video, we will see the difference between creating a string by making use of the string literal and by making use of the new keyword, and why we say that strings are immutable. Let's check that out in our next video. Thank you.